Albie's first word. A tale inspired by Albert Einstein's childhood. Written by Jacqueline Tourville and illustrated by Wynne Evans. Albie, as everyone called Albert, liked to do all things other children did. He jumped puddles after a spring rain, waded in the blue waters of the Danube in summer, collected acorns in autumn, and in wintertime went ice skating with his mother, father, and little sister Maya. But there was one thing Albie did not do. He did not speak. He would not speak. Not one word. Maya, on the other hand, could say words like schnitzel and Gesundheit. By the time she turned 1, new words spilled from her mouth like an endless spool of ribbon. She talked to the cat, and the cat answered back. But when Maya spoke to her brother, he never paid much attention. Albie always seemed busy thinking about something else. One day, Albie's father gave him a mariner's compass, and before his family's eyes, Albie took it apart and put it back together again. Another time, Albie built a house of cards so high that it looked just like one of Munich's towering cathedrals. When his parents asked in amazement, "How did you do that?" he only smiled. His worried mother brought him to Dr. Hoffman, but when the doctor checked Albie's eyes, ears, and throat and tapped on his knee, he couldn't find anything the matter. "I have seen a few cases like this before, Frau Einstein." The doctor consoled her. "To help the boy talk, you must take him to new places and get him to ask questions." Dr. Hoffman's eyes skimmed the calendar on his wall. "Ah, yes, the orchestra is performing Mozart's Jupiter Symphony tonight. Why not go and see what happens?" So Albie's family went to the symphony. Albie danced in his seat. He hummed, he stamped his feet to the beat. He even waved his arms just like the conductor. As soon as the music ended and they rose to leave, his mother asked, "Albie, my darling, Mousy, what did you think?" Albie spun in a circle and gave his mother a hug, but he didn't say a word. Albie's father told Dr. Hoffman what had happened. "Well, why don't we try this? Take Albie to the university to hear the great Professor Max. His voice is clear and loud, and he is fascinating. That should help," the doctor said. So the very next day, Albie and his father went to hear Professor Max's astronomy lecture. Sure enough, the professor spoke very slowly and clearly as he described the orbit of the planet Mercury. Albie's father didn't understand a word, but Albie's eyes followed the professor's every movement as he filled the chalkboard with numbers. When the lecture ended, all the students politely clapped. Albie jumped up and down. "What is it, mein Spotzy? Tell Papa. What makes you so excited?" his father asked. Albie squeezed his father's hand with happiness, but he didn't say a word. Dr. Hoffman had one last piece of advice. Being around other children might help. "There is a toy boat race in the park tomorrow. Why not go?" The doctor took a model boat from the shelf. "Here, Albie, I present to you my lucky sloop." Albie's eyes lit up. So Albie's family went to the park. Albie joined the other children crowded around the boat basin and put Dr. Hoffman's sloop in the water. A checkered flag waved and the race began. As the boat sailed across the pond, the children followed. "Albie wins!" Maya squealed. Sure enough, the sloop crossed the finish line first, and confetti streamed through the air. The Burgermeister was there to hand out the prizes, placing a shiny gold trophy in Albie's hands. He said, "It gives me great pleasure to award first prize to..." "Ah, excuse me, little boy." The Burgermeister leaned over. "I am sorry, but what is your name?" Albie looked into the old man's kind eyes, took a deep breath, and opened his mouth. His parents clutched each other. Maya stopped chattering. The other children stepped closer. Would Albie say something at last? After a long moment, Albie smiled shyly, but he didn't say a word. He simply held the trophy high over his head in victory. That night, Albie's parents agreed that if Albie never said so much as a single word in his entire life, they would love him just as he was. Albie's mother went upstairs to tuck Albie in and say good night. But when she got there, he wasn't in his bed. He had pulled a chair to his window and sat gazing at the night sky. Outside, dozens of shooting stars streaked by, their dazzle and shimmer lighting up the darkness. Albie and his mother stared in silent wonder until his eyes began to droop and he let out a yawn. But as his mother tucked him in, he suddenly sat up and pointed out the window, and in the sweetest, clearest voice his mother had ever heard, Albie said, "Why?" Albie would grow up to become Albert Einstein, whose creativity and imagination gave us new ways to solve the mysteries and riddles of the universe. Einstein said, "The important thing is to not stop questioning." And he never did.